I'm going to make this go by as quickly as I possibly can because I'm on my cell phone and it takes up a lot of space. But am I literally, as a duelist, as a card gamer in general, have to slow myself down, have to give my opponent a handicap, to have to let my opponent have every form of advantage just so that he can win the game, just so I can duel him, period. Like, let's okay, so card advantage for Noble Knights. Almost non-existent. Pretty much non-existent. You know, entirely non-existent. Because the only searchability that is good in Noble Knights is looking for Noble Arms. And even then, you need to get shit out just to be able to do it. So basically, the only draw advantage that is actually good for Noble Knights are cards that don't even go with Noble Knights. Banned cards like Pot of Greed, Card of Safe Return, and Card Destruction. Like, do I have to, when I get into a duel with someone online or even in real life, do I have to sit there and listen to them bitch and moan about how I'm drawing more cards to them when they're clearly playing decks that are in the top meta and clearly have draw advantage and searchability that is out the ass and literally is unstoppable for your opponent because mermails, monarchs, these motherfucking archetypes like Burning Abyss, fucking quills, fucking Necros, kaiju. It's like they get their shit easily, easily. Because once they get their from one spell card, from one trap card to one monster to two, you can easily get the shit set up. And once you do, all those effects get rot out to one another and get you everything that you need. And it's like I want to actually put up a good fight. Turns should not last 2 turns. And when you play against a player in Yu-Gi-Oh, it should never be that quick. Damn it! When I got started on Noble Knights, and I actually played them for sympathetic reasons, not to win. I don't enter into tournaments because tournaments are basically toxic because when you enter into tournaments, everybody is so die hard desperate to win. They don't care about actually wanting to make an archetype that is literally not the top meta good. They don't want to they stack their deck with counter plays, counter traps, counter spells. They do everything in their power to make sure their opponent doesn't get anything off that is good, so that they don't have to fight back against it and try and find a way around it. There are good shit out there that you literally cannot find a way around, but that's not the. But if you should, but you're telling me I have to take away 2,000 life points away from myself just to stop my opponent from summoning this shit. Tell you what, I'm gonna give a no on that. Instead, I'm gonna negate the fucker's effects and then just attack over it instead of having to fucking what? It's unaffected by card effects. Okay, we'll see how unaffected it is the moment I fucking negate its effects. Because once its effects are negated, it doesn't get to be unaffected anymore. So like what the fuck? It's like seriously, like I understand that these cards are banned because they want games to go quickly because their tournaments are filled to the brim with ridiculous amounts of players. I understand that. That's the reason why I don't play in Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments because not only would the shit last too long, not only does the organization of shit is a problem. Not only are like shit is just way too cramped and shit. I just don't want to do that shit. I don't want to have to drive out to a certain location just to play a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I could if I wanted to play in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, I would still play with my Noble Knights, and I would at least try to request that I could play with these cards. If I can't, then I just won't play. That's just fine with me. I'm just real life. Just for God's sake, I should not have to hear my opponent bitch and moan. They should not have to complain to me. Just for the love of God, just grow up. It's a children's card game.